get, or nobody gets to. Is it going?
Yep.
Okay, are you sure?
Yes,
Double checking.
it is.
It is going, good. All right, for those of you watching at home, sorry about that, technical
Technical
difficulties. And I'll aim that in a moment. Let's pray.
Ooh.
In nomine Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Domine Deus, dimite nobis debita nostra, salva nos ab iniam inferiorum, perduc in caelum omnes animas, presentum eas quae misericordiae tui, maxime diligent. In nomine Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Okay, have a seat. Take out two things. Your first practice test and exam, and your second practice exam.
I also used the key as a practice one because I needed something to do.
Okay.
Really bored.
That's
Well, okay.
not practicing, because it literally have
No,
the
I covered
answers
up the
on.
answers. Look.
Now, did everybody get an answer
Wow,
key?
no,
Please stop talking and listen. Dad's talking. Did everybody get an answer key for the second practice exam?
C.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I want to make sure nobody got left out. So, I am open to questions. Did we finish going through the first exam?
No, wait. Yes.
Yeah.
Were there any last questions anybody wanted to see on?
Yes, I wanted to know about Ford. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
Let me fast forward then.
Because we were so close to being there. We were like at 40. No, we were at like 39. Yes, we were at like 39.
Did anybody need 39? The first, is everybody on the right one with the first practice exam? First practice exam has a circle. The bottom arc is 194 degrees. Everybody on the right one? Everybody on the right page?
Which number is this? Oh,
Anthony, are you on the right page?
Yep.
Because you're on the first page of both, so I don't know how it could be the right page.
But I don't need the number 40.
Uh-huh.
I got it.
I want everybody
39.
tuned in and not just wondering.
And I got that
So,
one right too.
Alright, was that the right one? With the arc?
Hold it, hold it. Can I
Okay.
try to figure out how to do it? Because I think I remember how to do it, but then I never really remember how to do it.
Okay, but I want to know which one you're actually on.
Number 40.
Yeah, there are two number 40s. Does your number 40 have the top arc SE as being 50 degrees?
Yes.
Good, we're on the right one.
Okay, so don't you add 50 and 60?
Hold on, let me draw it. So we've got two, what we call chords intersecting. They gave us an arc here of 50 degrees, but they gave you an angle here of 60 degrees. That's not the arc. Now, I do not know how big this arc is. They gave you a question mark. Can anybody tell me how big this angle is? It's got to be 60. How do you know that?
For the 180 thingy?
Well, yeah, kind of.
180
And also, remember what kind of angles these are? There's like alternate interior, alternate exterior, same side interior.
Jason.
Oh, you're getting closer.
Vertical.
Vertical. Those are called vertical angles. If they're across at an intersection, they're identical and they're called vertical angles. So, how do you do an intersection set up like this? Do you add or subtract? Add. What two things do you add?
50 and 60.
No.
50 and
plus
70. But 50 plus the angle.
plus
that's
question
across.
mark all over
Two
equals the angle inside.
That's what I
The
did.
angle inside,
I would
the
put
two
50.
arcs averaged. Now, talk me through it.
You have to multiply.
Let's not. I do trust everybody's going to be exercising self-control, especially this week when it's needed. Anthony, quick question.
No, I'm gonna do this.
Okay, go for it. What do you do next?
Multiply both sides by 2.
Correct. Well, don't go any further. Multiply both sides by 2 and these cancel. So 50 plus that question mark is equal to what?
60 squared, 60 degrees squared.
Not squared.
Oh,
That would be on this side.
120
What are we doing
degrees.
both sides? Yeah, multiplying by 2. 120 degrees. Keep going. One more step.
120 minus 50.
Yeah, subtract 50 from both sides to get the question mark by itself, and what do you get?
70.
70.
70. Good catch. That's it. There's your history.
Yeah, okay.
Make
I put
sense?
15 plus X, so
Got it. Does anybody need 41?
No.
Okay, sure.
No.
42.
Wait, yes.
Okay, now that's finding lengths.
I
That's a
have
little
no
different.
idea how to do this.
Okay.
Absolutely no idea.
Lengths are done differently than angles. Try and draw this reasonably big.
I know I have that.
So this, let me label these. Oh, that was actually drawn pretty down. I got a bit bigger one so people can see. I just forgot we were videoing.
Mr. Kaufman, what does that thing like
I don't even know
the
either.
Colossians verse?
Oh, hold tight. And then there's one going this way. So this is U, A, V, X, and T. So this segment here is 8. This segment here is 12. This segment here is 15. And this segment is 11x minus 1. Does that make sense about like where everything is?
Yeah.
So this is not an angle, this is the length from A to B. How do you do lengths with crossing chords? What formula do you use? Outside is part times whole
Left.
equals part times
Left
whole.
times
Left
right
times
equals
right
like
equals left times right. So 8 times 15 equals 12 times, let me do parentheses, equals 12 times 11x minus 1. Does that make sense?
Yes.
When you have two chords crossing, when you have a left side and a right side, it's left times right equals left times right. Always. Anybody know what 8 times 15 is?
120.
120, good. How do you do the right hand side?
It equals
I mean, what do you do, like physically?
you don't you distribute
You
the twelve?
distribute, you multiply. What is 12 times 11?
132.
Yeah, so in this case it's 132, what?
Minus 12. 132x minus
X
12.
minus 12.
And then
Right.
you add 12 to both sides.
Très bien.
What?
Add 12 to, hold on, that's French.
Oh,
Very good.
I know.
So 1
132,
equals,
132x.
so what now?
Then you,
By the way,
oddly enough,
Merry
you have to put
Christmas.
it. You have to put it over 132.
Yeah, divide by 132 on both sides.
And x equals 1.
Yeah, now, are we done?
No.
No.
You have to plug it back into
They
the problem.
wanted the length of this
So
thing.
it just becomes 11 minus 1,
times
which is
1
10.
minus 1, which is 11 minus 1,
It's 10.
which is 10. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The key thing is when you have two things intersecting inside, it's left times right equals left times right. Make sense?
Mr. Kaufman.
Yes, ma'am.
I have a question.
On that one or a different one?
On that.
Okay.
So, no one says left hand right is equal to left hand right.
Yes.
So, 15 times 8 is like 120. It's 120.
Correct.
So, the other side has equal 120 right?
Eventually.
Okay.
You
so
write
if
it,
you-
it's 12 times 11x minus 1.
So if you do
So you just
12
physically write that.
So if you do 12, so you find out 12, 10. So that side is 10 because that side is 10 because 10 times
No.
12 is 120.
Well, hold tight. You're trying to do it in your head. Don't. It's lethal on these problems. In this side, you know it's equal to 120. Whatever this times this is, it's equal to 120. What is this? No. I mean, could you, oh, I see what you're saying. So you're saying that this entire length has to be 10?
Yeah.
Could you do that immediately? Yes, you could.
Yeah.
I see what you're talking about. Yes. By the way, that's called lucky because 12 went into 120 so nicely. If this were 11 or something, that would not be very nice. So I would say write it out. Don't get used to doing it in your head. But this one, yeah, I see what you're talking about. That would definitely work. Anybody need number 43? Yes. Knowingly. Okay, number 44. Double check. 43, 44, okay?
Yeah.
Pythagorean theorem and outer times whole equals outer times whole. Okay, how about number 45, cosine? 46, 47, 48. Yes, ma'am.
I need 50.
Okay, does anybody need anything before 48? Okay, next page, and then what? 50. Does anybody need 49? That's extra credit, but it's in the middle of nowhere. Sorry about the extra credit.
I did all the extra credit.
On the actual exam, I put it at the
And
end.
I did really good.
That was just
Except for-
me. I forgot it was there. Number 50, is that? The tangent of 60 degrees? Okay. Do you remember a shape that has 60 degrees in it? 30, 60, 90 triangle. Let me draw one. Hold tight.
I always put the thing that the angle other has, like the other angle that has the same thing. Like for 60, I put 10.
Oh. That's the other angle that has the same answer. I just want the answer. It's kind of like saying, what's the square root of, well, what is 5 squared?
10.
25. What's negative 5 squared? 25. Right. Instead of saying, if I were to say what's 5 squared and somebody said negative 5, I'd say, wait a minute, what do you do? So, well, they gave me the other answer that has the same square, but I want the actual answer, the square. Same thing here. I don't want the other angle, I want the actual tangent. So what are the 3 sides, and remember? How big is this?
1,
1,
2,
2,
radical 3.
radical 3. So those are, you have to memorize the 1, 2, radical 3, and for the 45, 45, 90, 1, 1, radical 2. Hop onto the 60 degree angle. Do the tangent, SOHCAHTOA. What's the tangent of 60 degrees? In other words, I'm not looking for the unit circle mirror like what's called the shadow solution. I'm looking for the actual answer. What over what? Radical 3 over 1. What does that reduce to? Exactly. You were done. Yes, please. Does that make sense? Good. 51, 52, 53, any of those? 51. Tangent of 30. Go on to this one. You can use the same triangle, because it's, okay. Or draw another one, that's fine. What do you get on that one?
So you do the tangent of 30.
Correct.
So then you get 1 over radical.
And get the radical out of the basement. So what do you get?
Radical 3 over 3.
Very good. And that is your final answer.
And then here for the cosine, you also draw a triangle.
Yes.
Cosine of 30.
So cosine of 30 is what over what again?
The opposite over the opposite.
That's sine.
Adjacent over.
Adjacent over by, that's good. So what's the adjacent?
3 radical 3 over 2.
Very good. Radical 3 over 2 is your final answer. Now cosine of 120 is a little different. That you need a unit circle for. That one's too big to fit in a triangle. On a, let's say 120 degrees. On a unit circle, they're asking for the cosine. You remember what cosine is? Is it rise, run, or slope?
Run.
It's run. Tell me, in 120 degrees, did it run to the left or to the right?
Left. So
To
it's
the left.
negative.
So its cosine is going to be negative something. Now, 120 degrees, can anybody tell me what it's a mirror image of? What's on the other side? 60. Does everybody see that it would be the same distance, just the other direction? Can you give me the cosine of 60? Hint, hint, clue. So you have to use 2 shapes for this problem.
1 over
Cosine?
Oh, sorry.
Radical.
1 over 2.
Very good. So the cosine of 60, I'll just put it here, is 1 over 2. Take a wild guess what the cosine of this side is. Negative 1 half.
So anytime it's on the left.
Anytime it's on the left, you can't fit it in here, but you can do the mirror image of it.
Oh, so every time it's on the left, you
or down in the bottom or down on the right hand side. Find the mirror image that's on the upper right hand side. All of these are nice small angles that are in here. All of these are too big. Like say for example, if they had asked for what's the cosine of 300 degrees, that's still a mirror image of 60.
Oops.
And interestingly enough, they're both the same distance over. Cosine of 300 is positive 1/2. It's the exact same number. You just make it either positive or negative depending on which way you go. Bless you. Does that make sense? Kind of stuff. All right. Anything else beyond 53 or anything up to 53?
No.
54, 55. Any questions there?
No.
No.
How about everybody do on those?
Pretty good,
I
yeah.
have those
Okay, so 0 and 180 for 54 and 150 to 10 for 55. Very good. Extra credit, 56.
I know.
Did you ever try that one?
I tried it on the extra credit and I think I got it
Okay.
right.
I'll give you a hint. There are two ways to do it. Get y by itself. It's probably the easiest. And yeah, how?
No.
I would add 1/3 y to both sides. Let me just show you what that looks like. It would be 1/3 y equals -1 minus 5 over 12x. See what I did? I added the 1/3 y to the left side. Can we get rid of the 1/3 for me?
Divide by.
Divide by a third. How do you divide by a fraction?
Multiply.
By
The
the reciprocal. What's the reciprocal of 1/3?
3/1.
3/1. Multiply both sides by 3/1. What happens? Well, what the heck am I doing? What happens over here?
Cancel.
Cancel. Y equals, can somebody multiply 3 times this stuff? What's 3 times -1?
4, -4.
Multiply.
Negative
negative
three.
-3. And what's 3 times 5/12?
3 5 12s.
How do you do that?
15, 12.
How do you do a whole number times a fraction?
The one on
Now do it. Does anything reduce, by the way?
Yeah, 3.
Might make your job easier. 3 and the 12 go down to,
1. 1 4.
what's your answer?
4 5 4.
Very good. And then, so it's minus 5/4 x. Now to switch these around, you've got a slope-intercept form. Y equals -5/4 x plus -3. And you can graph it, y-intercept of -3. And then the slope is -5/4. You can either go further down if you want,
Maybe we can go.
so 5 down and 4 to the right, which is perfectly okay. Or you can go backwards, which is actually a little easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up and 4 to the left, which is probably on the screen. Either way, it'll be the right line. You're done. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Number 57. Can we get that?
No, I can do it in extra credit.
Okay, we'll keep that. I want to show you how, just in case you have extra time
I
and you want to.
figured out how to do it.
This one needed to switch everything to common bases.
And you have to get them to log, but you have to do exponent rule to get them minus.
Right.
Subtracting.
Did I give you the answers on this? It's
Yeah,
negative
A
1/2.
equals 1/2.
A equals -1/2. Anybody want to see it?
I tried, but I failed.
Don't just shake your head because it's long and scary looking,
But I will try again.
or because you're feeling sleepy.
Wait, when you change it to,
Uh-huh.
when you have a power, is it you multiply, so you put parentheses around the whole thing? Like the bottom, I turned 16 into 4, and then should I
Then put parentheses around the 4 to the whatever power. Like 16 becomes 4 squared. Put parentheses around that.
Mr. Coughlin?
Yeah.
I do have a question about number 40 on the second
4
practice
squared.
one.
To it.
Wait.
Can you stall for like 3 minutes, 4 minutes? I want to do number 57.
Wait, but you're multiplying, you're stacking a multiple.
Let me show what I'm talking about, Anthony, in just a moment, please. 4 to the power of -2a, which looks horrible, over 16 to the power of -3a minus 2, which looks even more horrible, equals 2 to the 4th. The way to do any problem like this is make sure all the bases are like bases. Can anything of a base small enough that they're all powers of something?
2.
2. What is 4? It's a what? It's a power of, it's 2 to the what?
Second.
Yeah, just rewrite it. I'm not doing anything but rewriting the basis. Let me know what 2 to the power of what is 16.
8.
A little too big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 to the power of what? 16 is 2 to the power of what?
4.
4. So 2 to the 8th power is 256. So the power of negative 3a minus 2 equals 2 to the 4th. Now, it still looks horrible, but at least there are just 2's. Okay, math people. What do you do with power on power?
Multiply.
Multiply. Do it. 2 to the power of what?
To the power of negative 4a.
Good. And what about the
Over.
bottom?
2 to the
Distribute.
power of negative 12a minus 8.
Correct. Equals 2 to the 4th. Now, there's an exponent rule.
Log.
Does anyone know how, not log yet. How about this? Does anybody happen to know this? X to the 13th over x to the 5th.
Yeah.
How do you do it?
X to the 13th minus 5.
Yes. In other words, you do what? You subtract. That's what you do here. 2 to the, I put these in parentheses, negative 4a minus negative 12a minus 8. The top thingy minus the bottom thingy. It looks horrible, I know. It's going to get a lot better a lot faster. What's minus a minus?
Add an opposite.
Right. Add the opposite, opposite. So it looks like this. 2 to the power of negative 4a plus 12a plus 8. Can we simplify? This one is now a little bit more tame. Go for it. What's negative 4a plus 12a? Joy.
Negative 4a plus 12a is
Don't work too hard. They're like terms.
8.
other like terms, so 16.
This is negative.
Negative 8a.
8a plus 8 equals 2 to the 4th.
And then you subtract 4.
Not yet. There's something I get rid of first.
The A.
Before.
8.
What's furthest away from the a?
The 2.
The 2. How do you get rid of it?
Log 2.
Log base 2.
8a.
Log is equal to
Both sides.
both sides. So
Right.
2 and log base 2 cancel. You now have 8a plus 8 equals 4. Keep going. Now it's a nice algebra.
I had that
Take a
same
break.
thing, except I had minus 8.
So subtract 8. Should be positive 8 because when
Yeah.
you distribute the negative,
I know.
it's positive.
I
Okay.
accidentally
So
did.
8a equals negative 4. Divide by 8. And you get a is equal to negative a. Got it. All right, any other ones? 58, 59, or 60? 58, just get cotangent by itself. Tell me what cotangent is, by the way. I'm not going to do it, but what is cotangent again?
The
Reciprocal of
tangent.
tangent. If just pretend, if they said the cotangent was 2 over 3, guess what the tangent is?
3 over 2.
3 over 2. So whatever the cotangent is equal to a fraction, flip the fraction over and change it to tangent. It'll be a lot easier. 59 and 60. Just remember, number 59, the area is equal to 1/2 AB sine of theta.
Or C.
Or C. Yeah. I think capital C we used for the
Yeah.
angle. Yeah.
With the little
I'll use
thingies.
cap. I'll use
With the
yeah,
little thingies.
the little thingies for capital. That's for an angle in between. So if like here's A, here's B, here's angle capital C.
But they didn't give us an angle on that one.
The other one, that was number 60. The other one, the area is radical S times S minus A times S minus B
What?
times S
I
minus
don't
C.
remember this.
And S is called the semi-perimeter.
So it's.
We did cover it very briefly. This is called Heron's formula.
Oh yeah. I told Miss Heron about this. I should have remembered that.
What does semi-perimeter mean? you think?
The perimeter divided into 2.
Right, it's half the perimeter. So you just do half the perimeter and then A, B, and C are the sides.
But it has 0.9.
Right, that's fine.
Whose hair is this? Oh,
You'll need a calculator for it anyway. So if you add them all up, this is
Okay.
24.9, so half of it is 12.45. So you do 12.45, and then 12.45 minus 7, 12.45 minus 7, 12.45 minus 10.9. Take the big huge radical of all that mess, and Bob's wrong.
No, Bob is not my uncle anymore.
Well, then like.
Anymore?
He
Okay,
used to.
let's go on to the next one. Okay, you had a question.
Yes, I did, about number 40.
Let me see which one is this. Let me scroll down.
Wait, are we on number, are we on practice Sem2 now?
Whoa, I'm on the wrong, yes, I was on the wrong class. I was about to do pre-calc with you.
Yeah, do pre-calc with
That's
us.
not, no, no, no. Press this in two.
Then Bob will be my uncle.
I don't even know what that means. That's it.
Yeah.
Not in that case. I gotta make sure. With two arcs in number 40, 110, and 62. Find the right one?
Could you please repeat that?
Yeah. Number 40, what does it look like? It's a circle?
Yeah, it's a circle, and then there's a big X in it, and then there's a T, a B, a W, a U, and a Q, and then there's 62 and 110.
That's exactly what I need. How do you find the middle angle? You tell me.
Oh. 23.
If they're inside, do the two lines in the circle seem to be making a plus sign or a minus sign?
Plus sign.
Plus sign. What do you do with these?
Do you add them?
Add them and divide by 2.
Oh, really?
You either add them and divide by 2 or subtract them and divide by 2.
So you just add them right now?
Correct. Do it, and then divide by 2.
Okay, so you get 172.
Yep.
Divide that by 2.
Where are we?
Under 40.
Oh, extra credit.
86. And there's
That is
86.
correct.
I got that like.
Oh, degrees, 86 degrees.
And that is your answer.
Really? That's the answer?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It's 1.
Right.
So that's how you do those.
Yes.
I had
Now,
no idea.
you remember how to do it from outside? If they do this?
Yes.
This is like 100 degrees and this is 80 degrees.
You gotta do 360.
Not this time.
No.
I wanna know how big.
Minus.
Right.
100
It's making a minus sign,
Divided by
so you
2.
subtract.
So
It's
you want
100 minus 80
Over 2.
divided by
And
2.
then you do divided by 2. So
Right.
10.
So this is 20 divided by 2, which is 10. It's 10 degrees. Does that make sense? So if it's making a minus sign, you subtract and divide by 2. If you're making a plus sign, you add and divide by 2. Okay. Next. Okay, gentlemen, this is your last chance ever to ask questions on these. The
I
test
don't
is
need
like Wednesday.
questions anymore. I did it now.
Let's see.
And I tried every single problem I didn't know, and I got them right.
Okay, well,
What?
okay.
What?
Well, I'm gonna cover for everybody
I
though.
think those are the.
Everybody feeling confident in that stuff?
Oh,
So if you're comfy with all the rest of them, you might wanna look at some of the extra credit. It's one of the ways to pad out. If you are done with the non-extra credit problems during the exam, and you have like 20 minutes to go, you'll thank yourself if you try a few extra credit. Because if you say, like, if you make a careless mistake in problem number 5, extra credit's really good for getting some of the points back.
Mr. Coughlin.
I mean, it's even better if you don't make the mistake, but yeah, everybody makes mistakes every once in a while. Go.
I need help with numbers 53 and 54.
We gotta scroll up for a second. 53, changing the theta is radical 3.
Joey, you need help.
Now, it says solve for all the angles from 0 to 360. I'm not sure what happened to the degree sign
Is it
there.
bad if I ripped my cord?
Bad computer. I would have taken off points if the computer had been taking my test. It should be a degree sign after 360. So tangent of theta equals radical 3. This is for problem number 53 on version 2. What shape have you ever seen that has radical 3 in it?
Oh, a 30, 60, 90 triangle.
Tell me the size of the that end.
1, 2, radical.
1,
2.
2.
Radical.
Now tell me where the angles belong. What's this?
30.
Exactly. The smallest angle is across from the smallest side. What's this? 60. And this one has to be 90. So, do any of those angles give you a tangent of radical 3?
Yes.
60.
Yeah, indeed you do. Because 60 is radical 3 over 1. Jackpot. You've just
Yeah.
found a solution, 60 degrees. Is that the only one?
Then you have to add 180.
Now, jump on the unit circle and see if there are any shadow solutions. First, you have to find the real one. This is 60 degrees. That makes sense, this is 0 and this is 90. So it's like 2/3 of the way up.
Yeah.
Tell me, tangent, rise, run, or slope?
Tangent would be slope.
Slope. Can you tell me anywhere else on the circle that has the same slope? Here's a little map here for you. Is the next solution in quadrant 1, 2, 3, or 4?
2, 3.
3. It's the same slope, so it's got to be straight across. Can you tell me where that is?
That's at 240.
240 is here. Oh, sorry. What the heck am I doing?
240 's
I
not
was 210.
there.
You're
It's
absolutely right.
210 right there.
Wow.
What
Sorry,
does that say on the board?
That was me being, what?
By Colossians 1.
Don't even worry about that yet. That's not the topic. The other solution? 240.
246.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Collin,
Yeah.
on those
So-
I just got confused because because I thought this said like the actual number was 60,240 instead of 60, 240.
Oh, no. No, those are two separate ones. You okay with that?
Yeah.
How about 54?
What about multiples of 5?
Have you seen any shape with a radical 2 in it?
Yeah.
45, 45, 90.
45, 45, 90.
50.
Just to check it out. Can I refresh my memory? What is are they asking for sine, cosine, or tangent? For 54, look at me.
It is asking for sine.
Sine. Can somebody tell me the sine of 45?
Sine
Give me the sides first.
1,
Yes.
2. Radical 2.
Now give me the sine.
The sine.
It doesn't matter which 45, they're both the same.
1 or 1.
1 over what?
2. Radical 2.
1 over radical 2. Get the radical out of the basement.
That turns into a radical 2 over 2.
Very good. That should look a lot like what they're asking in 54.
Yeah.
Now, sine, is it up? Sorry, is it rise, run, or slope?
Sine is rise.
Rise. Now, we're a little weirded out by the fact that they want negative radical 2 over 2. There's no way our triangle will help us with that. But
The unicircle.
the unit circle,
Unicircle.
now we know 45 degrees is up here.
Yeah, but what would the unit circle do?
Well, the sine is the rise, right?
Yeah.
So 45, we know that this is up radical 2 over 2 spaces, like 0.7 something. They want to know where is the sine equal to negative radical 2 over 2. What direction is that?
No, down.
Down. Mirror image.
Yeah, mirror image of your face.
Guess what that is?
There-
That's how far down it is. What angle?
325.
325.
315.
315. Very good.
Dang it, that's
Is there
the one I
anywhere
thought.
else that's that far down?
225.
You got it.
Na, 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 na.
Those are your two solutions. And you're done.
I won.
Very good. Remember, all of these are two-step problems. First, check the triangle to see if you get one of your solutions. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. But you'll at least get a mirror image.
Sometimes yes.
And then check the unit circle for any of the ones you're missing. Maybe it's 1, maybe it's 2. But look for all the mirror images. For 45, there are 4 possible mirror images. The one itself, then quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. Just look and see which one they want. Next, questions?
I don't know, but I think.
That's 55 is next.
I don't know, but radiators.
How y'all doing? And I did kick the weird extra credit one to the end.
What weird extra credit?
Number 60.
The one that I.
The one that was in part, practice test 1.
The one that
It was in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I finally put it where it belonged.
So 100 and the one that's answer was 100 and
113 degrees, correct. Yeah. In other words, I formatted the test so it's not goofy. You're welcome. Any
85.
other ones? How you doing on logarithms?
I did good on logarithms.
let's see.
Logarithms are easy.
Okay.
Or so you say.
Oh,
Yeah, I got
were
it
there
until one of
there were a
them.
couple of things I wanted to double check. Was it the first test or the second test that it messed up on the perpendicular slope?
The second test.
Second test?
The second thing.
Okay, which one?
It was number
10 and 11.
10.
And 11.
10 and 11. Okay, look at number
Oh wait,
10.
not 11.
Does number 10 say y equals 8 over 13x plus 6?
Yeah.
Yes, it should be 8 over 13.
That's what I got.
I got that right. And then Mr. Goggin.
11 is okay.
It also said, I think that I'm almost positive that 11 is wrong as well.
Which one? For part 1 or version
part-
1 or version 2?
Version 2.
Version 2. That says negative x plus 3y equals 40.
Yeah. It says find the slope of the line is perpendicular to
Right.
the line.
And it's
It says
three.
as 3. It's
Yes.
not. It's negative.
It's negative.
No, it's
Negative x
positive.
plus
Yes,
3y
Yes, it is.
No, it's
equals
I can guarantee you that.
40.
I guarantee it's negative.
Hold tight.
It's positive.
No, it's
Because you have to
But-
Let's try it.
reciprocalize, and you also have to find the.
There are a
opposite
couple
side.
ways to do this. There's a slope
like my
formula,
uncle.
which is
E.
negative a
He
over
also
b.
got a doctor's degree.
If anybody memorized that,
Wow.
great, it's nice and fast. Otherwise, forget it exists.
That was
Let's get
awesome.
y by itself. Add 1x to both sides. I think you're right, I think there is a problem with that one.
Yes.
3y equals 1x plus 40. Is everybody still okay?
I
Yeah.
made up a rhyme.
Now divide by 3 everywhere.
Woo!
And here's the original slope. 1/3 x plus 40 over 3.
You have to find the
So the
opposite
perpendicular
circle.
slope is negative 3 over 1, which is negative 3. So that actually was incorrect.
Oh.
Thank you for, no, be nice, be nice.
They're being nice.
So
I'm
yeah,
stupid. I
number
should hit
11
my
is
head on the
goofy.
wall again.
Well, again.
Let me fix that.
Anthony, again?
Yeah, I did it 5 times in a row once.
I don't have one printed out.
With a sword.
It might take a
Don't ask
while.
questions.
There are a bunch of these that I designed by hand, which means I
Yeah.
can't just hit a button and change the
He
problem.
designs by hand.
So it takes a long time. I think the 2 should be good enough.
Designed by sword.
We got like,
I'm doing the answer key right now.
okay,
The answer key is easy. I literally already did the answer key. It's already done.
hold tight.
Oh yeah, the answer key number 5 literally got messed up with number 4.
Yeah, that whole thing.
Hold
But
on.
I know I got it right because I can just tell.
Hang on, hang on.
Oh, you
hang
mean
on.
number 14, 15?
I'm repairing some of these as we speak. So I'm
Yeah.
sorry, number 5 is
Repair them as
Yeah.
you speak.
Wait, you mean numbers 14,
No,
15?
number 14.
14, okay.
14 and
It's
15.
part 5, I didn't give you answers.
Whoa. Why does it say 4 and 5 then?
Oh, for you?
Anthony?
See, look at it says 5.
For us?
Anthony.
And
Do,
14.
do, do,
But
do.
5. Look at this. Why does it say
Okay,
it's
back up.
number 5?
Which problems are you talking about?
14 and 15.
Okay.
5.
It doesn't show.
Oh, really?
It just shows 5.
Look at this. This is
Random
what
graph
this is
thing.
what it
Oh,
looks
we,
like.
ooh.
Look
Yeah.
at that. It looks
Yeah.
like someone died. Like they mashed up a
It's
graph
really-
together and
That's
tried to make
horrible.
soup out of it. Potato soup
You
to be
should have the
exact.
dots on there.
No, number 12 and 13 don't have dots.
14 and 15, they should have the dots. You should at least be able to see them.
Yeah, I can see
14
the
and
dots.
15 we see them, but on 12 and 13 we don't.
Let me look at 12 and
So
13.
I was
Hold on.
really confused.
12 and 13.
I'm confused.
Oh, I can give you the dots on 12 and 13. I don't know why they didn't do the dots there. That's weird.
Found 3 dots.
Number 12.
No answer.
Listen, let's talk. Please put on number 12 a y-intercept of 1, an x-intercept of 3.
Yes.
And that works no matter whether you get it in slope-intercept form or not. Number 13. I actually did the slope backwards on this one. Yeah. The y-intercept is negative 3. Put a dot there. So 3 spaces down from the center. You can either go down 8, which is way off screen, and then to the right 3, or you can do what I did and go up 8 and to the left 3. So the second dot is at negative 3, 5. So 3 to the left, 5 up from the center. Put a dot there. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Any other ones? Glad you caught those.
Yeah, Mr. I couldn't help but catch 14 and 15.
Well, yeah, that's.
I didn't see
It
it.
did
I
fall.
just saw just mashed up
I think it
pieces
just
of
ran out
yams
of
that
room.
looked like they were trying to
Kinda
become
psycho.
potato
Yeah,
soup.
number 14, there actually is no graph.
There is a
There
graph.
is
There's
a
a
graph,
graph, it
there's
got
just no,
blended with-
there's just no like line on
There's
it.
no line.
No, number 14, it's just under number 15, where number
It
15
is, it got
way
overlapped.
stretched above.
Let me see if I can fix that. Hang
See, this is number 14, and then this is number 15.
on. I know.
Number 15 just
Yeah,
got
cool.
killed all the way over here. It's like someone tried to murder it and turn it into potato
What's the
soup.
only game?
Anthony.
Hey, there we go.
Potato soup or something.
I think I fixed it.
No, I just like
Maybe.
potato soup.
I see.
Potato salad,
Oh, and
potato
it's
chips,
chocolate.
Yes, ma'am.
potatoes, and onions.
That
What? What?
Shh, listen up, please.
6
Okay.
and 7 were the same as the first practice exam.
Hang tight. Hey, I just fixed it. Good.
No.
Let's save.
Don't go into garage.
What?
6 and 7 were the
Something's
same.
happening in there, and I don't wanna go.
Hold tight. 6 and 7. I was talking about that. Don't get weird, gentlemen. There it is. Assignment. I'm just saving this so next year it won't explode.
What?
Do you want to replace it? Yes, I can super do.
But you don't have a document.
I know.
Print the
It's a
answer
while ago.
key. Do you want to save
My
that?
daddy does.
Duh.
Yeah, he does.
Yes.
Yes. And I'm sorry, number 6
Okay,
and
I'll
7
grab the
is that?
shotgun.
Yeah, they're the same.
No, son, no.
Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Huh.
It's 41 minutes.
Oh, I see. I
And
see.
40 seconds for 1.
Yeah.
42.
Oh, they don't change
44,
even if I do them
45,
manually.
46, 47.
Okay, I'll have to figure that out
Eight.
later. Well, so be it. Any other questions on either of the two practice exams?
Abbreviations are given below.
What?
How you
You
feeling?
spelled below
Feeling
wrong.
semi-confident on this?
Yeah, you spelled
Well,
below.
that wasn't quite what I meant.
You felt.
I'm talking about how are you feeling psychologically, intellectually,
Mr.
emotionally
Coughlin.
about the exam?
Oh, I feel like
Emotional
mine does.
damage.
Oh, good.
Mr.
That was
Coughlin.
what I was getting at.
Mr. Coughlin.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
spelled
Sir.
below wrong. You
Yeah,
spelled
it
it
said
B-W-L-O-W.
I know. Which one, actually, what problem is that again?
Where? Number 1.
Yeah.
Wow, okay then.
It
That's
says
not-
below.
Nothing like messing up the first problem.
Below.
Below. That's just, wow. I'm gonna just
I
type
feel like we
below.
always find something wrong with our exams in math class.
What?
You're not kidding. I tell you, one old math teacher of mine once said the math exams are the hardest to write and the easiest to grade, which I kind of disagree with because it's kind of hard to grade. But the English exams are the easiest to write and the hardest to grade.
True.
Because they could say, okay, here's my English exam. Compare and contrast 3 major characters in the Civil War, period. There's my exam. Sorry, this is being recorded too. Sorry, Mr. Ayers, I think you're awesome. Just kidding, I'm good. Anyway, moving on.
I think we should give you a.
Any other questions before they haul me away? By the way, I do not envy them grading that, because they have this like 5-page essay, and it's like, how am I supposed, I'm sitting there as a math teacher, how am I supposed to grade this thing?
You're supposed to grade on like
well, I
spelling,
think that
grammar.
General Lee was a very important figure. I agree. I said, well, he did thus and thus and thus and so, and in my opinion, that's more important than the General Lee's blah 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 at Appomattox, and like,
You're like.
okay, so is that a B? Is that an A? Is that a C? Is that an A minus?
They kind of graded on like, what they
love
graded on is
grading
they
math
graded
tests.
on like spelling and comprehension and make sure that you're not like spelling below wrong.
There was a joke about English teachers where they'd say, it's a stack of exams. They'd open their basement door and they'd fling them down the stairs, and whichever exam landed on the top step got an A.
Really?
I'm pretty sure that's not true.
I wish it
You're
was
pretty
true.
sure that's not true?
I'm reasonably sure that's not. I think they were exaggerating.
You're reasonably.
I hope they were exaggerating.
In
Anyway,
that
moving on.
case, I'm pretty lucky.
Great job, Goobers.
In that case, I'm very.
Okay. That's all I have for you. Got about 6 more minutes. Feel free to just look those over. Snag me for a question if you happen to have.
Snack you.
Snag
Snack.
me. Please do not confuse that word.
Smack. Smack.
I'm not
I'll
asking
smack
for
you.
abuse. And I think we're pretty much at the point where we need to torture the people at home. So thank you for watching. Hit like and subscribe. Talk to you later.
Subscribe.
Bye.